This is my review of Pokemon the movie, Genesect and the Legend Awakened. For some reason, I didn't think that I would like this movie before watching it. I don't know why, but I remember just having thought that. But I gave it a go and I really was surprised. This is an excellent movie. This is actually one of the best Pokemon movies that I've seen, and I've seen all of them. So what did I like about it? Well, Genesect is just such a cool Pokemon. Like seriously, Genesect is awesome. I'd seen Genesect before the movie, but I really didn't know much about the Pokemon. And this movie did such a great job of introducing the Pokemon, exploring its origins, and just creating a compelling story to make the viewer care about Genesect. It sounds like an easy enough formula to follow to make a quality Pokemon movie, but it's harder to execute than you might think. But thankfully, they really get it right in this film. And showing Genesect's origins all that time ago, it helped us set up the premise that they're looking back to take back what they think is rightfully theirs in Hills Park. And this is an important theme that runs throughout the movie, and it causes the viewer to pick a side, essentially. Do the Genesect have a right to reclaim the area, or have they lost their right to the area? It's a great question, and it hits close to home for some issues in our world. But that premise causes an interesting tension throughout the movie. It causes the viewer to question who's the hero, who's the villain in the story, or if there's any at all, or if everyone is a little bit of both. My point is that this movie explores these themes on a deeper level. They go beyond the surface level, and that's what good writing does. It gets down deep and reveals the motivations of the characters. And it's not always black and white, it's not always clear cut. There's a lot of grey usually. Very well written. I also love that one of the Genesect was a different colour. So most of them were purple and the younger one, or the smaller one, was red. I don't know why, but this was just a nice touch. And the red Genesect trusted humans way more than the others. And we got that cool scene where Ash was riding this Genesect on the lake. It's just little things like that that contribute to the overall fun vibe that a Pokemon movie is supposed to have, even if it is exploring deeper themes. And the last thing I wanted to mention was the Mewtwo with the Mega Evolution. This was such a great introduction because the two warring Pokemon groups, they couldn't figure it out themselves. So a third party felt the need to step in and sort it out to deliver an external verdict. And that scene when Mewtwo brought them up into space to overlook half the planet, that may just be the coolest image of all the Pokemon movies. Like if you were to have every moment from every Pokemon movie in image form as a still image, and I had to pick the coolest one, I really think that it would be this one. And it wasn't just the image itself, it was also what it represented. Mewtwo's moving speech about how we have the whole Pokemon world to share. It's big enough for everyone. We don't have to fight over land. There's enough room for all humans and all Pokemon to coexist peacefully. That's just such a beautiful and powerful message. So what did I not like? Well, as usual, I'm struggling to find things that I didn't like. I suppose it was a little bit of a shorter movie, which might have been because they didn't have enough story to make a longer movie. But I'd actually rather a shorter movie that's all quality and no filler, rather than a bloated movie full of filler, because that nonsense is for the anime. Please do not bring that into the movies. Maybe the only other thing I can think of is that it seemed to be a little bit limited to one place, the Hills Park. Something I like about Pokemon movies is when they can take us on a journey and see vast expanses of the Pokemon world that we haven't seen before. But this doesn't always fit the story. And so long as the story is interesting, as it was in this movie, I think I'm okay with a more fixed location. And besides, they still went into outer space. So I really enjoyed this movie. I'm going to give Genesect and the Legend Awakened an 8. Thanks for listening to my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out other videos on my channel for more Pokemon and anime content.